First of all, guys, I want to severely apologize for this taking so long. I had not heard of this story until today, actually. I realized this happened at least 6 days ago because I've seen videos uploaded from 6 days ago, so I know it's at least 6 days ago. So I do apologize for being late on it. But when I heard about this, I just had to give my 2 cents on it. So I'll be reading an article from the website USA Today. It was honestly the first website I was able to pull up successfully, and I just wanted to have, you guys know I like to have a little something to read while I do this type of thing. I watched the video, the original video of him saying it, and I actually caught it by accident. I wasn't looking for it. I was actually looking just another video of it, and when he said it, I kind of I was like, wait, what? And of course, we're talking about Bill Maher, his recent comments. Let me just read the headline right now. Bill Maher blasts comic book lovers again, saying, "I'm not glad Stan Lee is dead. I'm sad you're alive." We got a lot to talk about today. So let me read this article right here. Months after Bill Maher was blasted for controversial comments he made about the late Marvel Comics co-creator Stan Lee, the late-night host is doubling down. During Friday's episode of Real Time, Maher reignited his feud with comic book lovers, addressing them head-on. "To every person on social media who's asked me since November, 'Bill, what do you have to say about Stan Lee?' And every paparazzi outside a restaurant shouting at me, 'Bill, what about the Stan Lee thing?' Okay, your day has come," he said. Maher started by clarifying that his November blog post was in no way an attack on Lee. I'm going to stop it right here. And you guys may have a different opinion on this, but here's how I feel. If you go guns blazing, claws showing, and attacking and trying to invalidate the legacy, the culture of someone's life work, you are by effect attacking them. You are by effect belittling, am I saying it right? Not only their contribution. I honestly can't think of the next word I want to say. Okay, for Bill Maher to completely trash comic book culture and Stan Lee's creations in the movies, the comic books, you are by effect trashing the man. You can't say, all the things. I'm not going to quote, because I've tried my best to forget about the stupid ass things Bill Maher said. You can't say all of that and then be like, but no offense to that guy, I got nothing against him. So that's bullshit right there. The things that Bill Maher has been saying about comic books, about Stan Lee's work, all that, it is an attack on Stan Lee. You call it whatever you want. It is an attack on Stan Lee. Is it an attack of what he gave us? It is an attack of what he dedicated his life to do. It is most certainly an attack on him. And Bill Maher is a coward. To wait until Stan Lee is dead. Does he think we forgot that he did a cameo in one of these worthless movies he doesn't like? Yeah, we remember. Iron Man 3. I didn't really like the film that much, as opposed to the others, but we remember. Bill Maher is a coward. Waiting until Stan Lee is dead to say any of this nonsense. Why? He could have wrote this editorial a long time ago. Why? Coward. Let's continue, shall we? "I took the occasion of his death to express my dismay at people who think comic books are literature and superhero movies are great cinema, and who in general are stuck in an everlasting childhood," he said. Your exact words, I believe, were, "and the world is in mourning over a guy who, I don't know, inspired people to watch a movie." I think that's his exact words. Okay? Don't try to do this, Bill Maher. Don't try to say you're taking the time to express the dismay at people. Now, that may be half true, but you can't in the same breath say, I wasn't attacking Stan Lee whatsoever. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Let's continue. He continued, "Bragging that you're all about the Marvel Universe is like boasting that your mother still pins your mittens to your sleeve." Fandoms, Bill. People have fandoms. People have things they like, because the real world sucks. Let's be honest, the real world sucks ass. There is absolutely nothing wrong with people enjoying the things that they enjoy. And to try to correlate the type of living at home with your mother or whatever he's trying to do with people saying they love the Marvel Universe, most of my friends love the Marvel Universe. And the majority of them, I would say with the exception of a few, live on their own. They have full-time jobs. They are adults. They are straight up adults. The fact that we are sitting here trying to demoralize, trying to not just vilify as well, a class of people who, what do? They don't bother anybody. We don't bother anyone. I don't understand the logic. Let's continue reading, shall we? Let's see, you can, if you want, like the exact same things you liked when you were 10. But if you do, you need to grow up. That's subjective. There are a lot of things I still enjoy that I enjoyed when I was 10. Peanut butter, for example. And I know it's kind of, I'm making a joke, but yes, peanut butter, for example. Enjoying things you enjoyed when you were 10. I still love fucking Looney Tunes, alright? There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I have a 9 to 5 job. Actually, 9 to 7. I stay overtime every single day. I have bills. I have responsibilities myself. And in my spare time, you know what I do? I watch superhero stuff. I play games. I wear Spider-Man pajamas because that's what I like to do. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you don't like that type of life, don't have to. I never was into sports or anything that you're supposed to be into as not only an adult but as a man. Let's continue. Then he summarized the point of his blog. I'm not glad Stanley is dead. I'm sad you're alive. This one, you ever hear someone say something and it just, you can't fathom where their mind was at when they wrote that? And I'm not offended by these words. I'm really not. I don't give a shit what Bill Maher says. As I mentioned in my other video, I used to be a fan of Bill Maher until I grew up. Actually. I find his rhetoric to be hateful, ignorant, and a bunch of other words that I don't want to say right now. I'm not offended by these words. I'm not outraged. I'm not hurt. I'm not angry. But it is such a cruel thing to say, actually. To wish the death, and joking or not. You can't just say, oh, well, he was making a joke. Okay, cut the shit, alright? Enough of doing that. I don't like the whole PC offended culture myself. Because I think being offended is pointless. What offends someone's not going to offend someone else necessarily. But to say things like this, I don't really find it offensive. I just find it very sad. It's cruelty. It's heartless. It's hate for what? What reason? You got to pick a fight with any of the groups in this country that are causing problems. And I'm not going to name the groups. You decided to go after comic book fans. Really? Really? Let me continue. Maher added that he was unaware he had ruffled so many capes with his post until he realized 40,000 people stopped following him on Twitter because of it. Yeah. I wasn't following on Twitter anyway. But you're insulting a whole group of people who've done nothing wrong. I can't for the life of me figure out why you decided to take this path. Let me continue. Maher remained unfazed, however, adding, to which I say good riddance, fellow Yogi Bear. Watch the full not safe for work segment in the video above. Okay. Alright. Let's break down the facts. Bill Maher, once again. Cut the shit. My first point is, criticizing the work and the life of someone is in fact criticizing them for no reason, and in fact attacking them and trying to belittle what they stood for. You were attacking Stanley. You were attacking what he stood for. You were attacking his life's work, and essentially attacking him. First point. Second point. Are you okay? Are you okay? Is something wrong? I'm just curious at this point. I can't for the life of me. What, are you upset that you said something stupid and you got flack for it. So then you say something even more stupid, and I guess you gotta be upset you get flack for this as well. I checked out the comment section of this video from his actual YouTube, and I expected people, you know, to support him. Not a single damn comment was supporting him. It was either people trashing him or people saying, I'm a big fan of Bill Maher, but this was just unnecessary. Unnecessary and cruel and just horrible. And it has 9,000 likes, you know, a little over 9,000 likes on YouTube. It has 8,000, or a little over 8,000 dislikes. So the ratio is kind of very close. I don't understand this sudden warpath on comic book culture and the fans. I really, really don't get it. If someone could please explain it to me, that would be very nice. Bill Maher, you're pissing off a lot of people who essentially do nothing wrong. And you, I mean, like I said, I'm not really pissed off. I'm just baffled that you would stoop to such low. Wishing the, you know, even joking about the death of their class of people all because they enjoy what they enjoy. As I said, your stereotypes don't really fit anyone that I know personally. Anyone. I am kind of upset that I don't have a better worded, you know, rebuttal, because I'm just baffled. I don't know what to say to this, honestly, because it's not built on anything that's factual. It's feelings. It's a viewpoint of such animosity toward people like me, people who enjoy stuff like that. I do. I love stuff like that. I love science fiction. I love comic books. I love all that stuff. I do. I also love classical music. I also love films of gratuitous nature. Gratuitous? No, not gratuitous. One of my favorite things to do is watch Cary Grant films, for Christ's sake. Most of the people who actually enjoy these comic books, these movies, aren't one-dimensional. They don't just enjoy that. That's not just their life. They don't revolve around it. They don't drown themselves in potato chips and mashed potatoes, thinking they're Captain America. In closing, the things that Bill Maher has said, absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. I know I didn't think he could get any worse with what he already said, but he did. So we'll wait and see what Bill Maher says next. And I was gonna do a video of this, but I didn't want it to seem like I was just making a filler video. So let me just address everyone out there who actually loves comic books. So everyone out there who loves science fiction, who love to escape into the world, knowing that it's not reality, but an escape nonetheless from the bullshit world that we live in. Be proud. You should be proud. You should all be proud. Why, you may ask? Because you're happy. You do what makes you happy. You're not hurting anyone. With the many amount of people in this country, in this world, who dedicate their lives to the creation of misery for others, I'd say a life loving comic books and mind your own business isn't too damn bad. I mean, what's the worst we do? We get in groups and we share our interests. We make the amazing friendships I've made through my love of science fiction, through comic books, through Marvel movies, through DC, through all the nerdy stuff I love. I would not trade those friendships for anything. I wouldn't. So be proud. Don't let people like Bill Maher get to you. If you are letting it get to you, please don't. He's not worth the time. He already said something stupid. He paid the price. And now he's saying something more stupid. He's throwing a temper tantrum. He's upset. Probably embarrassed, as he should be. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of what you love. Be proud of your passions. Be proud. Because we don't know if there's a life after this. We don't know. One could hope. And we don't get a short life. We don't get a long life. You should do what makes you happy. Don't worry about what other people say. Just do what makes you happy, man. As far as Bill Maher, he's a dumbass. I mean, I never wanted to be the type of YouTuber that made a video and, oh my god, it's a fucking dumbass, but he's a dumbass. Like, usually I try to craft my argument in a very intelligent way with facts backed up by, you know, other facts and some little opinions in there. But for people like Bill Maher, they don't deserve decency. They don't deserve respect, as far as I'm concerned. Respect is not something that is owed to you. It is something that you earn. That's why I don't think every parent deserves respect. Elders don't deserve respect. I work in the telemarketing business. I have been a sales rep. I've been a IT rep. I'm doing that right now. I've been QC. I've worked on on phones for quite a while. And I tell you who's entitled. It's not millennials. Okay, I'm not a big millennial fan of all that. But it's old fucks. These old people, these boomers, are the most entitled sons of bitches on the planet. And if you're a boomer, you're watching this, I'm not saying that you are. I'm saying as a collective from what I've seen, the majority of them are. And if you're not, then more power to you. But in closing, be proud of who you are, of what you love, as long as what you love and who you are is not hurting anyone else. If you're bringing joy to yourself and everyone you know, through your shared interests, shared passions, by all my standards, you're a good goddamn human being. Hope you all take care. Keep coffee hot as always. Finish the fight. Make sure you give him hell, chow. I will see you guys in the next